Good morning. Apologies for the lateness. My computer decided to have a moment this morning.
It's all normal. It's all normal.
Yeah, I've been trying to get in for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
And good morning to the interpreter. Good to see a male interpreter for Mr. Jerry this morning. Very different.
Yes.
Jerry will have a guy voice today. Awesome. All right. Yeah, I've got a not working screen in front of me right now. So I usually have three screens. There's one over here. There's one right here in front of me, and then there's one up there. It's the one that's up there that's not working. Yeah, this one.
Maybe you need a fourth screen.
Don't tempt
Three.
me. Which is okay. No, don't open it again. All right.
You'll get it.
Oh yeah. I just don't know where I'd put the fourth screen right now.
Mm.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here today.
I was looking at my account and it says, well, previously it was like June 6th meant blue. And that's order before, right?
You mean your color week?
Yeah, it's blue, isn't it?
I have no idea which week is your color week. If that's what if your account says it's blue, then yep, it's blue. Which means it's not this coming week that's your week, it's the week after.
Before June 6th. So
Whatever that Saturday is, not it's gonna be this Saturday is the 31st. So that will be week start date 31st. Yeah. So yeah, my qualifying week is tomorrow, which is the 31st. Yours is going to be June, if you're blue week, June 7th.
And then so after from that point on, okay.
So your order is going to go through, like you have to put in an order sometime during June, the week of the 7th through the, was that 13th? If your color week is blue.
Good morning.
Good morning,
And then
ladies.
they just, if I don't order it and then it changes, good morning.
It doesn't change. Your color week is always the same. What ends up changing is whether or not you're commission qualified during that time frame. In order to remain commission qualified, you need to put in that you need to have at least a single order of 100 PV during your color week. I believe is how it works.
Well, if you have other ordered, like if you have a subscribe and save order and it's not 100 PV, if you have other orders does that count or does it have to be 100?
I think there needs to be at least a single order of 100 PV in there, because I think that's what I've seen. And it doesn't have to be yours. It just needs to be like yours or your personal customers.
Okay.
But there has to be at least one order of 100 PV during that time frame.
Okay.
I think if I'm looking at it the right way, I believe that's what's been happening.
Man, I just looked up. This was one of the first weeks I didn't get paid. I didn't get anything. These people, I don't know what's going on.
Nobody's talking to them.
I am talking to them, Louis. You know, I'm tired of talking till I'm blue in the face.
I mean, the ones who've been ordering.
Huh?
The ones who've been ordering, the customers.
Like me, I'm talking to them.
Yeah, are you the only one that's had customers at all?
Talking to them huh?
Are you the only one who's had customers?
They don't even work. Tell me. And you know, so like I said, I need new blood because you know, it's a matter of even people the new ones that came on board, and I guess they were just put on, you know, by the Harpers and other ones, because people just sign up, but they don't order.
Yeah, give that.
You
I
know,
have a lot of that happening. I have a ton of that happening.
And I'm reaching out to them. I'm going in my back office to get their information
Mm-hmm.
to meet them and try to. Some of them haven't responded, so I don't know. I don't know how they came on and why they came on.
Easy way to find out when you do mention going into the back office.
How is that?
Let me pull mine up and I'll show you. I haven't looked at my tree in a while. Yay. All right, so yeah, let's go there. That's a good set. Put my mouse down there. So I've got this chunk of a leg down here, where there are some people. Let me share my screen with you guys. Actually, let me do that so it's readable.
Sure. Okay.
All right, welcome to my back office and the bottom of one of my legs.
They're not ordering. I see
Yeah,
they're not ordering.
See, I've got two people that have orders in there. That's it, two.
Right.
And the green dot means that they've ordered in the last 4 weeks. That's what
Right.
that's what I heard. What's his name? James say.
Right. I knew that.
All right. So, in order to find out who brought them in,
Oh, I know how to do that too.
yeah, click on their name, hit detail info.
Details.
And then find out who their upline is. Whoever's listed as their upline is the person that brought them in.
I don't have any.
That's how I contacted them, Louis. I mean, I went in and got their phone numbers.
Yep, phone numbers are right here. Email.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm communicating with them, but they're not communicating back.
This person put in one order, and it was for no points whatsoever, which means they got in when it was free.
Right.
So yeah. So somebody came in when it was free. Okay, cool. They have been given the option of opportunity. I look at it this way. They've been given the opportunity to become a part of the business. If they work it or don't work it, that's on them. You know,
Yeah.
I'll give them the chance. I'll let them know I'm here. You know, I'll connect with them. Miss Francine Perry over here is actually going to be at the Calgary Connect. She is she made it already all the way to the rank of senior supervisor. I'm very proud of her, by the way. And so I'm super excited for her. She's actually gonna be at Calgary Connect. Dana's gonna meet up with her. And she's gonna have a chance to actually meet the team. She lives in Ontario, Canada. I didn't bring her in. That was someone else. And so with that, I'm like, okay, so that's how the business is playing out in that leg. Anytime someone's in the business in my legs, my job, as far as I'm concerned, my job is
To
to
work with them.
let them know that I'm here. Let them know that I'm available if they want to work. If they want to run, let's run. If they want to walk, I'll walk with you. If you don't want to do nothing, you just want to hold that spot, you go ahead and hold that spot.
Well, I don't want them to hold spots with me if they're not going to do anything.
Ain't matters not whether they won't make any money.
Nope.
So I mean, they're not. It's not like they actually affect your business in the grand scheme of things. They're not taking money away from anybody. They're not adding money to anybody either.
But I've got some that were making money. I don't even know if they're if they've gotten back to know that maybe they have money, because I've got a few that are ordering auto ship, subscribe and save,
Mm-hmm.
but
There's some that can't. Yeah.
never on calls, never getting back with me when I'm trying to communicate. Hey, you may have some money, because I don't have access to look in their back office.
But now what you can do, you can see how much money they've earned.
How can you do that, Louis?
That's an easy one. So when you go to your dashboard, let me pull that up.
Money?
No, you just go
No?
straight to your dashboard. Go to where your current title is,
Uh-huh.
where it shows you what your next rank is supposed to be. And
Uh-huh.
you go to check your team, like track your team,
Uh-huh.
and you put in their information.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's paid attention to what two rows actually pop up, but it always shows
Well, I've seen those,
lifetime
but I
earnings.
didn't know what they meant.
It shows lifetime earnings.
Well, I got that part, but
That's how much money they've made.
I thought that was just me.
I thought that was what?
Just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you track them, when you pull up one of theirs, like let me pull up.
If you put in their ID.
Yeah, when you put in their ID number.
Okay. All right.
Oh, let's see if I can do this. 3, 4, 1. Oh, 2 is awake. 2 is possessed. My screens are so wonky right now. I turned one off because it was pissing me off. And now it turns out it's actually sort of on. If you guys can or can't see me, don't worry, I'm still here. There we go. Yep, everything moved around. Good to know. So I'll do this. So I stop looking like I'm looking elsewhere when I'm talking to y'all. There we go. For instance, oh, who do I know? Who do I know? Actually, I got all the people with ranks in here. For instance, hey, Mr. Jerry, can I use your information for a second?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. All right. Post it there, share this, go there. All right. All right. You guys are seeing what I can see in my back office about Jerry because he's in my downline. All right. Lifetime total commission. That's lifetime total. By the way, his next position is senior team lead. He just needs $77 to get there.
Woohoo!
Looking for you, Jerry. This is you, buddy. All right. He just needs $77 to make it to team lead or senior team lead. All right. But that row that gives lifetime total commission, when you take it up to a rank that requires the total number there, it still tells you, it keeps telling you what the lifetime total commission is. It never stops telling you. So whenever you put in someone's who's in your downline, their number to track, it will tell you how much money they've made. If they've made a rank, sweet, you'll see a second line, but it'll always tell you their total lifetime commission. All right. And Jerry is 15% of the way there to becoming a manager, FYI, as
Wow.
far as commission is concerned. So if he needs to make $677 plus 1,000 PV in his pay line.
So I missed you putting in the number. You put in the number. Where did you put it in at Vault? Oh, never mind. Track your
So,
team. I see
Yeah,
it.
there we go. So it's there. So you go to your current, like, so this is me. So my next rank is director. I need 2,000 PV to hit there in my pay line. So far I've made $2,000.
Okay.
All right. So I've made enough money because $1,000 is all we ever need.
Yeah.
So that's always going to be covered for me. I just need to do the pay line thing. And so pay line is where my world works. Now, what you're going to find, and I think, Mama Sandy, when let's see, yours says you're senior director right now, right?
Senior director.
You're senior director. So your next rank is going to be VP.
Right.
So yours should show up like this, where it says 1,000 needed. And it'll tell you how much you've already made, which is all you've made. So that should come up with a gold check, and it'll say you need $3,000 in your 3,000 PV in your pay line.
Yeah, I know how to read that part.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
but what I was going to
need
show
the
you
pay
guys
line
is,
to move. I need my pay line to move.
oh yeah,
to
oh no,
get to
all of us do. Trust me, all of us
to
do.
get to that vice president.
Yeah. Once you get to officer, it doesn't care about how much you've made because it assumes that by the time you hit officer, you've made the $1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it just keeps telling me what I need for that pay line to get to that next rank.
Yeah. So if you make it to senior vice president, it will still always tell you how much that person has made. Actually, if you make it to vice president, senior vice president, that next rank will show that how much they've made total. But once they make it to senior vice president and their next rank is officer, although I wonder if you could go backwards. You
I'm the
probably can go
highest
backwards.
one.
You
I'm
could
the
go
highest
back
one.
into a different week.
You can go back, you go backwards in rank, and it'll still show you how much, like the total that they've achieved. So yeah, that number again, that number keeps counting. So if you're ever looking to find out, just put it in a rank that requires a second, like this lifetime total commission, and you can always figure out how much somebody has made. That's always possible. Because once you hit officer, it stops showing it. Officer, senior officer, president, which is where I'm trying to get to. FYI.
It stops
Yeah, me
showing
too.
how much money you've made?
It doesn't put it there as a line because
Okay,
the system doesn't care. The system automatically just assumes you've already made it.
yeah.
Um, like CEOs need 26,668 in their pay line, which is another 2 legs maxed out.
Wow.
Yeah, that's 2
Yeah.
maxed out legs or on top of the original. So you've got 3 at 26,668, you got 3 maxed out pay lines or 3 maxed out lines. You got your big
Right
leg
now, I
and
just
then you've got 2 more legs and they've all maxed. That's what
want to get a working person.
they exist. They're out there. Don't worry. I promise you, someone somewhere in that thing's going to surprise you one of these
Yeah,
days.
I listened to Cindy. Cindy was talking about, hers, how they, but, I don't know. But I also know that sometimes, your successes uh breed success. So I don't know how successful I'm viewed because, like I said, it's proud to see the young Palmer guy. Of course, he's seen his dad be quite successful because I can't even get my kids to just really understand network marketing. All I hear from them is they're too busy doing what they're doing with their jobs that I'm trying to take them away from, that they don't have time to do network marketing. And I'm trying to tell them, well, do you understand that you guys have, and I feel that they have where they can really reach people. I mean, they can really reach, my son, you got these people that sit in your chair every day. Well, and he does other things aside from his salon too. But at the same time,
So like that shirt?
Sure.
Oh, sorry.
Morning, Randy.
Getting ready to go to the event.
Oh, nice. I love it.
oh,
Man,
that's
what a
nice.
packed out meeting last night.
Oh, I'm so
Wow.
excited for you guys. I really am.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh,
Wow.
Did you get a chance to see, and this is one of Francine Perry? Would you know who she is?
I don't know who she is.
Okay. She is from Ontario.
Do you have a
Um,
picture of her?
let me see if I can pull up that Facebook page for you. Because yes. All I've got is what Facebook has shown me.
Oh, I could go try. Well, except if there's another Francine Perry, then I don't know which one's her.
Oh, okay.
Looking.
I got you. So depending on how the hair looks at this point in our life, because I love my ladies with the variable hair. I laugh all the time. I know a bunch of women who they change their hair every 2 weeks, so it's hard to keep track of what their hair looks like. Um,
That's really something because when you're young, you do it. When you get older, it's one style. I remember what you're saying, Louis, when I would go in the office, they would say, well, who are we today?
yeah, like
Oh,
and these are
but
Francine
now,
from her. There's her with the short hair.
Okay.
So I don't know if she's got short hair going on right now with the finger
Or
wave,
long hair.
or if she's got the braids going on right now.
Okay.
So you'll have to like,
Well, we have the team meeting first.
yes. And I
So,
know she said she had booked a room, and I'd already bought her ticket for the event, so she should be there. I don't know how many people went with her. I don't think I've heard back from her yet.
so remember I told you guys about those Raw chocolates?
Yes.
Can you see this? Oh, you're not. Never mind.
Nope. Not yet. You
Oh,
got
I'm
us.
off.
You're off. Yes.
Yeah, I was off in the bathroom. Randy was going to come have a shower. I thought you better not be looking at him.
As much as we love Randy. There you go.
See, it's got,
Yes, we can.
I have to
Oh,
look
what
at
are
it.
those? I must have missed that, Shelley. What are those?
Raw
These
chocolate.
are a healthier chocolate. They've got 12 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber. They do have 2 grams of sugar, but they're a healthier chocolate and they taste really good.
You get them online?
You do. That's where I got them from. It's a Canadian company. I think they ship to the US. It's it's just like this Zora. I don't know if it's .ca or .com. One or the other. But they're just delicious.
You gave us that link once before, didn't you?
I think so.
Okay, let me check. Oh, that can put it there. Oh, yes. zorawchocolates.ca.
Okay, there you go. And it's going to be quite hot here today.
Oh,
But
They're saying that we're gonna have
I'm gonna order
smoke
some
from
online.
Canada.
I haven't yet, but I'm checking it out.
yeah, they're really good. You'll really love them.
The news is telling me today that we're gonna have smoke from Canada this weekend. Is it where?
It would
there-
be from Manitoba, I think. Manitoba and Northern Ontario.
Okay.
currently on fire.
Yeah. It's 54 here now, and it's going up to 79. But it'll be cold in those rooms.
Always.
Always, yeah.
I always had to bring cold weather clothing for the actual meeting and be ready to go outside and hit a heat
They
wave.
get changed
That was
after.
destined. Yeah, that was destined. Destin was like warm and like mildly humid outside, but you go inside and it's like slap on your parka.
Yeah. Okay, you know who was at the meeting last night that it was interesting to see was Reese, that fellow that,
Reese Antley.
yes, who took the stuff just to show his wife it wouldn't work.
Yes. I love his story. He's like, I just wanted to prove that she was wrong.
Yeah. So it was so nice to meet him. You guys would have met him in Destin because he's from Florida. I'm sure he was there.
He was in Florida. Yeah, he actually did a presentation, one of
Okay.
the breakout sessions, which was
Yeah,
awesome.
I think he might be doing one at this.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
And we have Tim Sales is doing something. He was
Ooh,
there.
if Tim does the presentation that he did in Destin, you guys are in for one hell of a treat.
I am so hoping.
You'll find out how we are different from all these others and our compensation. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah, his presentation was phenomenal. And it took up it went longer than it was supposed to. He had a ton of slides, like still after Like he's just like whizzing through it. So at one point, I just got to skip through to get to this next one over here because he's running out of time. But yeah, his presentation was amazing.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And he's actually pretty sociable. So when you see him out in the hallways, feel free to ask him if you can take a picture with him.
Yeah, I will.
Because I know me, Jerry, and Sonny all got pictures with him.
Okay, I got a picture with Julie Park yesterday.
Oh, I love Julie. Give her a big hug for me.
Oh man.
I love Julie.
Yeah,
She is an absolute fireball. And
yeah,
the
she
fact that
is.
she is I think she's older than me. Either older than me or the same age. But it surprised the hell out of me. I was like, wait, hold on. How are you 50 something? Like
Yeah, she doesn't look it.
she doesn't look it at all. She looks phenomenal. Um the
Exactly.
Julie Park,
She looks so young.
I don't
she
think I met
looks
her.
super young. And she's a grandmother. She showed me a picture. I was like, wait, hold on. You said you have how many kids? And she showed me a picture of all 4 or 5 of her children. I think it's 4 kids.
She has
Um,
5.
is it 5? Yeah. So she showed me a picture of all 5 of the kids. I was like, holy crap. You got 5
Wow.
kids?
I met a
Yeah.
woman, and I'm trying to tell you, this woman maybe looks, and I don't know if she looks 40-ish or 50, and she's got 10 kids.
Mhm.
Oh
10,
man,
10 kids. In this generation, that just seems
that
so
is like
odd.
it is miraculous because how did they support all 10?
I don't know. I know they live in a
It ain't
beautiful
easy.
home. They live in a beautiful home. And I asked her, I just point blank asked her, I said, did you birth all of them? Because people adopt and
Mhm.
Yeah.
foster. She said you know, she
Were
and
there
her
twins?
husband, she and her husband
Yeah. Like
brought
I
about
was
her.
asking, like, okay, first of them, are they all yours? Second question, are there twins involved?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Now that part I didn't ask, but I asked the lady, another lady that knew her. That's how I met her. And she said, no, she don't have any step twins.
Oh my gosh. That's a whole lot of being pregnant for 10 kids.
I know. And I mean, even her body, she looks good. Crazy.
it's pretty
I could
impressive,
hardly handle the 2 I had. Look at your girl, I tell you.
right? My mama had 3. She looks at us, she goes, I ain't doing that again. I was like, I ain't gonna ask you to.
I know. I know. Mm-mm-mm. 10 kids.
Let's call Ariana. Do I know this person?
Well, my stepmother, she had 2, but she was one of 12. She has 2 sisters, and each of them had 12.
Oh
But she
my Lord.
but she had 2. She died many years ago, but I always remember that. She was one of 12, and 2 of her sisters had 12 each.
That's crazy. Like
That's
now if
nuts.
a family has 5, like if
That's a
that's
lot.
sort of, yeah, that's kind of outlandish in this day and age.
Yeah.
I know.
And I know a and they're young. One of them is a baby. They have 5 kids. And it's like, wow.
Well, I know there's a young lady in our congregation, and she took on some foster kids. She has one daughter, and she took on some foster kids from babies. And she ended up, her daughter says, well, I'll help your mom with them. And so she adopted them,
Wow.
two little girls. Then she ended up getting 2 little boys. and she's still in the process of adopting them.
Oh wow.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, and now, because they were babies, I think now probably the oldest is maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So and I know she does well financially, but she adopted these kids, and I said it takes a special kind of person to me to take on, um, kids that you really don't. I guess they know their backgrounds or where they came, because some of these kids could be from drug addicted households, and
Yeah. Yeah.
but the ones that she's got, they are the sweetest children. She's doing so well with them. I know she works from home remotely.
Good. If not, that's good.
She is an exec for Wells Fargo.
Okay.
And I can't get any of these people to get my product. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, whenever I think about not having a lot of people say yes to me when I'm asking them if they want to do whatever, if they want to try the products, if they want to become part of the business. Good morning, Ms. Gloria. What I always ask is, what I always remember is that it's not their time. There was a person during one of our conventions, eons ago, who they said she went through over 300 people telling her no before she got her
Yeah.
first yes.
Yeah, and I'm aware of that, Louis, I guess, but as I've gotten so much older, because, it was always, even because I used to train. I used to train people to make 6 figures. I truly did. And I just say, well, what I'm saying to you now, next, just keep it moving. Next.
Yeah, keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
But
I,
now I have a purpose, a real purpose.
so keep it
Because
moving, Mama Sandy. Keep it moving.
then I was making the money, and I didn't, and I can't say I didn't care, but retired. I just retired, so now I guess I'm more cognizant of what it takes for me, for my maintenance. And
Mhm.
these people are not biting.
Yeah,
Think
and
it's
these are.
the world that
Because
we
I've
live
been told I'm high maintenance.
in, Miss
What was
Sandy.
that?
Mhm.
I think it's a different world that we live in.
Oh,
It's
most definitely.
it's different generations. When we were younger, and like I said, I've been umpteen years in businesses since I was 18 years old, and had never made it yet. I made more in partner code than I ever made anywhere. But
Mhm.
I think it's a different uh society, maybe.
Oh, it is.
When we were younger, mom stayed home. She took care of the kids. Daddy made all the living. You know, they
Didn't want mom to work.
huh?
Didn't want mom to work back then.
Yeah, they didn't work. They stayed home. At least mine did. Now did I get fresh cookies and pats on the back when I got home from school? No, that didn't happen. But we live in a society now that and I heard somebody say this the other day, it takes 2 people or sometimes 3 working just to pay the bills. Of course, the bills have gotten higher. Your house rent's gotten higher. And but it's such a different generation for the last 3 or 4 generations that have not had parents at home, have not had this, have not had what I think we lived in a best of the worlds. But now, and this is what I heard from somebody else, used to we collected. I collected little houses, I collected uh eagles, and now it's just stuff. and it's in the way. You know, it's just stuff. And when Paul and I decided where we were going to live in my house, we thought about over at his house, and I was wondering where I was going to take all my junk. And I think God reminded me it is just stuff. I'm not going to need it when I die. It ain't going to go with me when I die. It's going to stay right where it is until somebody else helps it. But I think that's why we're having such a hard time selling.
Well, I don't know. That's not mine, Gloria. Um, I'm around a lot of successful people, but they really don't. My kids are successful, but in trying to make it easier for that success, you don't have to work that hard anymore. You know, you can, your time being your own time.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mama
I'm,
Sandy,
I'm,
Mama Sandy, I think I'm gonna say the one thing that to me has helped me understand how I have to approach folks right now. I have to be able to show them the value of what it is we have. And as much as I might think something is valuable for a particular reason, I need to figure out why this would be valuable to them. Like,
and I
it's
hate to
like you
go
said,
into the
your kids are making their money. They're good. They're doing their thing. Like they're happy with it. They're okay with it, or at least they're okay with it. But until the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of making a change, they're going to stay the same.
Well, when we don't think about it, about getting sick, getting where your hip hurts, your right leg hurts, your toe hurts, until we're older.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I was going with this, Gloria. That's where I was going because my son, yesterday, my son has had a steel rod in his right leg, let's see, since he was probably about 32. Because he's a motorcycle guy. He turned 57 Wednesday. My son turned 57 Wednesday. So I'm
Happy
his
Aw,
mother,
happy birthday, kid.
and I'm asking him yesterday how is dad, because now they're taking care of their stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm trying to get this boy, because I had him on an auto ship with Kiani. And the next thing I knew, I don't know, he let it probably after about a couple of years. He does not like to take anything. Yesterday, I'm taking a bag. I got the bag. He likes frog. I got frog in there. I had the noni in there. I had some moa in there. Now they love, while we have been talking, I had a customer on. I tell you, they did a total disservice to us when they discontinued on, because
Yes,
uh
I
they
love Dawn.
we all did. We all did. I finally took my last on, I think a couple of months ago, because I had loaded up on, but it finally went. But
I'm down to one box, and I've just been not taking it. I don't know why I'm saving it, but you know what? With Kyani, I have a freezer full of boxes, and
Amen.
a friend got in it, and she didn't like it, and I ended up buying hers. And I still have a freezer full of Sunrise.
The old one?
wow,
Yeah, the original Sunrise. Yeah,
Oh, man.
that's
I
gold
got
right
a
there.
box. I got a one box. I
That's
got
a
a
freezer full
box
of
on
gold
the
she's got
shelf.
hanging
I
out.
don't know. I'm keeping that one
Ladies and
box.
gentlemen, I hate to be a party pooper, but I am the guy in charge of this morning's IPA call, so I gotta bounce. Y'all
Okay,
can
guys,
hang out and
because
stay if you want to, but I'm gonna roll out.
yeah, I'm rushing. I'm curling my hair. I should be. So I'm gonna go with you, and I guess try to hop on. I'll be
So
late, but not enough.
I'm
Oh,
IPA.
y'all
gonna.
have a good
Is every,
weekend.
is everyone bouncing?
Yes,
Have
I'll
a
be listening on the IPA call in the car on the way there.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I love you all dearly. If you have any questions, hit me up. Don't forget the sale is on. The Black Friday sale is up and running. Have a fantastic day today, Miss Shelley, at the event. I'm so happy for you guys. I would like
I
take pictures.
know.
I can't wait to see
So
pictures.
Marisol and Jesse, we love them. I said, I love them.
Yes, like give
Wow.
huge hugs to everybody up there for us, because I'm all into the hugs today. But give them all hugs for us.
That's funny.
Yes,
At the
yes.
meeting, at the meeting last night, they were talking about the value of the products, like the noni and the moa and that kind of stuff. And somebody said, and thank goodness we have those, because this is a hugging crew.
It very much is. It very much is.
Like that
Guys,
outfit,
I will see
Shelly.
you all on the next call.
Okay,
You're looking awfully cute.
I'll send
Bye,
you guys
guys.
some
Love
pics.
you.
Awesome.
Huh?
Love
I'll
it.
send some pics.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks, interpreter.
you.
Greatly appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.